don't resist it. The moment you hear the words, "Here's the story," the iconic theme song of the Brady Bunch immediately starts playing in your mind, conjuring up images of the Brady Bunch cast then and now. Widely acknowledged as one of the last classic family sitcoms and arguably one of the most enduring from that era, the show aired for 5 seasons from 1969 to 1974 and gave rise to numerous spin-offs. These included the animated Brady Kids Saturday morning cartoon, The Brady Brides, and, more recently, the reality series A Very Brady Renovation. Overall, it holds a significant place in television history as a quintessential American cultural phenomenon. Join us as we celebrate the lives, careers, and lasting impact of these beloved actors, including those who have tragically passed away. Ann B. Davis as Alice Nelson. Alice Nelson, the endearing and humorous housekeeper and confidant of the Brady family, was portrayed by Ann B. Davis, who played her own identical cousin in the show's 3rd season. In reality, Davis had a twin sister named Harriet, who was not involved in acting. Davis rose to prominence in 1955 when she secured a leading role as Charmaine Schultz on The Bob Cummings Show, ultimately earning 2 Primetime Emmy Awards out of 4 nominations. Jeffrey Mark reflects, "She hailed from a family deeply rooted in show business. Her brother, a dancer, had performed in the National Company of Oklahoma, and she felt drawn to the industry. Initially planning a career in medicine, Davis began landing roles locally in Texas. These opportunities gradually led to larger projects, propelling her into various endeavors. When you're not the star of the show, sometimes you're not even the star's best friend. You're in the background, playing smaller yet intriguing roles. However, despite the challenges of gaining recognition, she succeeded, emerging as a national figure only in 1955. This means her breakthrough occurred when she was nearly 30 years old. Davis passed away at 88 on June 1, 2014, at a San Antonio hospital. Earlier that day, she had suffered a subdural hematoma after a fall in her San Antonio home, where she resided with Bishop Frey and his wife Barbara. Those close to her stated she was in remarkable health for her age, making her sudden death a profound shock. Robert Reed as Mike Brady. Mike Brady served as the insightful patriarch, an architect hailed as Father of the Year by a local newspaper after Marcia submitted an essay. Despite any reservations Robert Reed may have had about his role, he brought professionalism to the show, laying the groundwork for a significant chapter in television history. Born on October 19, 1932 in Highland Park, Illinois, he entered the world as John Robert Reitz, Jr. During high school, he found his footing as a radio announcer and produced a radio drama. At Northwestern University, he immersed himself in drama, taking lead roles in over 8 plays. Further studies at the Royal Academy of Dramatic Arts in London ensued, followed by a return to the States where he embraced summer stock theater. His journey led him to join the Shakespeare Rite, an off-Broadway theater ensemble. In a pivotal moment, he relocated to Chicago, becoming part of the Studebaker Theater Company and legally adopting the name Robert Reed. Los Angeles beckoned next, where he began making guest appearances on television shows. In July 1954, Reed married fellow Northwestern student Marilyn Rosenberger. They welcomed a daughter, Karen Riots, before parting ways in 1959. Reed kept his homosexuality concealed, recognizing that public disclosure during that era could jeopardize his career. In November 1991, Reed received a diagnosis of colon lymphoma, a rare form of colorectal cancer. Throughout his illness, he permitted only his daughter Karen and actress Anne Haney, a close confidant, to visit him. Haney later remarked, "He embodied the old-school values, where dignity and discretion were paramount. Florence Henderson as Carol Brady. Carol, the maternal figure always there for the kids, breaks the mold of the typical homemaker. She's a freelance writer, sculptor, and singer, traits she undoubtedly passed down to her children. Florence Henderson entered the world on Valentine's Day in 1934, born in Dale, Indiana, to a father who worked as a tobacco sharecropper and a mother who was a homemaker. Lloyd J. Schwartz, son of the creator of Gilligan's Island and the Brady Bunch, remarks, "Her father was 61 when she was born. I met all of her relatives, and they were nothing like Florence. Florence had left that kind of community, moved to New York, and became a very sophisticated kind of person." Well, they weren't sophisticated. I don't want to be disparaging, but that's what they were, and it was fascinating. So she pulled herself up by her bootstraps and became who she became. Henderson became a recognizable face endorsing various products like Wesson Oil and Polident, hosting cooking shows, and making frequent guest appearances on episodic television and game shows such as The Hollywood Squares and Password. She even competed on Dancing with the Stars and starred alongside TV daughter Eve Plum in the children's series Fudge. Additionally, she graced theaters and nightclubs across the nation with her presence. Sadly, Florence Henderson passed away in 2016 at 82, leaving behind a legacy as Carol Brady. Lloyd Schwartz reflects, "The Brady Bunch, in a sense, gave her an identity. She did a whole bunch of other things, but when she passed away, all the obituaries referred to her as Mrs. Brady. Florence would be very happy to be remembered as Carol Brady, because people will always come up to her seeking motherly advice, assuming that she was like Carol Brady. She had no problem tapping into that." Christopher Knight as Peter Brady. Peter, the middle Brady son, known for his sense of humor and protective nature toward little Cindy, also has a talent for impersonating Humphrey Bogart. Christopher Knight's portrayal of Peter marked a significant role in his acting career. Although his stint in the short-lived sitcom Joe's World in 1979 was another notable endeavor, he eventually transitioned to the corporate world, joining Martech, Inc. as a salesman. Within his initial 18 months, Knight secured the company's first million-dollar sales deal and earned the title of Employee of the Year. He ventured into entrepreneurship, founding companies like Visual Software, specializing in 3D graphics. Despite his departure from acting, Knight later returned to the screen, appearing in an episode of That 70s Show alongside his Brady Bunch co-star and close friend, Barry Williams. Knight has been married 4 times, even featuring his third wife in the finale of his VH1 reality show, My Fair Brady, in 2005. Reflecting on his enduring association with the Brady Bunch, Knight humorously compares it to Michael Corleone's predicament in the Godfather films. He remarks, "I made peace with this quite a while ago." He smiled. "So it's not like I look at it like pulling me back in. It's almost as though I laugh at it. It's like a 7-year cycle where it cycles out, cycles back. This, the HGTV reality show, I think was the last cycle, and it's a wonderful birthday gift, a celebration of arrangements, an acknowledgement that the history of the show has grown to mean more than just a television show." At the age of 66, Knight remains active in various entrepreneurial pursuits, notably with his Christopher Knight Home Furniture line. Recent appearances include reprising the role of Peter Brady in the Paramount Plus special Dragging the Classics, The Brady Bunch in 2021, and the TV movie Blending Christmas. In 2022, he delighted audiences as a contestant on The Masked Singer alongside Barry and Mike, Barry Williams as Greg Brady. Greg, the eldest among the siblings, has interests ranging from politics and athletics to music, and he's known for his intelligence. One of the audience's favorite episodes featured a memorable showdown between Greg and Marcia over who would claim the attic as their bedroom. Little did viewers know, Barry Williams and Maureen McCormick, who played Marcia, shared a romantic connection behind the scenes. Their on-screen chemistry blossomed into a real-life spark, with Williams and McCormick sharing their first kiss during the filming of the Hawaii episodes. Barry William Blenkhorn, born on September 30th, 1954, in Santa Monica, California, harbored a passion for acting from a young age. He landed his inaugural guest-starring role in an episode of Dragnet 1967, igniting his journey into the world of entertainment. His appearances on various shows such as Adam 12, The Invaders, That Girl, Mission, Impossible, The Mod Squad, and Here Come the Brides paved the way for his iconic portrayal on The Brady Bunch, securing his place in pop culture history. However, as the show concluded, Williams faced a pivotal moment in his career. While Williams continues to dabble in television and film, his recent roles include reprising the role of Mike Brady in the Paramount Plus TV special Dragging the Classics, The Brady Bunch, and the film Blending Christmas. He also graces the big screen in Flea. With 3 marriages under his belt and 2 children, Williams, now 69, stands as the eldest surviving member of this iconic family. Eve Plum as Jan Brady. Jan, the middle Brady girl, grapples with insecurities that many can relate to. She dislikes her glasses and freckles and feels embarrassed about not having a boyfriend. Ah, the nostalgic simplicity of youth. Eve Plum embarked on her acting journey at the age of 7, much like Maureen McCormick, starting with commercials before landing the role of Jan Brady. Lloyd J. Schwartz highlights, "She brought a certain background to the show, with her sister's acting career, her father's involvement in music, and her mother's constant presence. So, during scenes, she always seemed a bit distant. Not in a negative way, but everyone brings their own life experiences to the table. We started noticing this, and some of the storylines emphasize this, eventually evolving into the iconic middle child narrative. Now everyone cites Jan Brady as the quintessential tormented kid, with the famous line, "Marcia, Marcia, Marcia." She portrayed that role exceptionally well. In 2020, she made a guest appearance on the TV series Bull and portrayed Lucy in the Paramount Plus special Dragging the Classics, The Brady Bunch. At the age of 65, she has also found success in painting and real estate. Plum purchased her Malibu home at the age of 11 for $55,000 and recently sold it for $3.9 million. She has been happily married to Ken Pace since 1995. Mike Lookinland as Bobby Brady. Bobby, the youngest and most adorable boy, had a memorable episode where he idolized the outlaw Jesse James, illustrating the importance of choosing role models wisely. Mike's natural hair color was strawberry blonde, requiring dark brown dye to match the rest of the family. However, in reunion projects, Bobby was depicted with his original strawberry blonde hair. In 1974, Mike starred in the Paul Newman epic, The Towering Inferno. Exhausted after a grueling 4-month shoot on top of his Brady Bunch commitments, he turned down a lead role in the upcoming series, The Swiss Family Robinson. This decision significantly impacted his career, with most of his acting roles thereafter being limited to Brady Bunch reunions. He reprised his role as Bobby Brady on Paramount Plus's Dragging the Classics, The Brady Bunch in 2021, and also appeared with some of his former TV siblings in the TV movie Blending Christmas the same year. Now 63 years old, he runs a decorative concrete business in Salt Lake City. Lookinland has been happily married to Kelly Wehrmuth since 1987, and they have 2 children, Susan Olsen as Cindy Brady. Cindy, the youngest member of the family, sported adorable corkscrew curls. Often inclined to snoop and gossip, her distinctive lisp was authentic. Olsen diligently worked with a speech therapist to correct it, and at the age of 19, she underwent a surgical procedure to eliminate it. Susan's acting career was largely limited to her time on The Brady Bunch. Following her acting stint, she pursued a career as a graphic designer for 10 years. There was a persistent rumor suggesting Olsen's involvement in adult films, which she promptly debunked, clarifying that she had created spaceship sound effects for a porno titled Love Probe from a Warm Planet. In 2016, she faced controversy when she was dismissed from her radio show, Two Chicks Talkin' Politics, due to alleged homophobic remarks. Most recently, she reunited with Barry Williams, Christopher Knight, and Mike Lookinland for the Lifetime TV movie Blending Christmas. Now 62 years old, Olsen frequently shares updates about her life through her Instagram account, and fans eagerly anticipate her next endeavor. Jack Collins as Mr. Phillips. Mr. Phillips serves as Mike's superior at the architectural firm. Although he only makes appearances in 3 episodes, all within the 2nd season, his character is frequently referenced in other episodes whenever work-related issues arise. In another television series, he portrayed Peter Christopher's employer, Max Brahms, a baby food manufacturer, in the short-lived sitcom Occasional Wife. For movie enthusiasts, Collins is best known for his portrayal of San Francisco Mayor Robert Ramsey in Irwin Allen's blockbuster disaster film The Towering Inferno, 1974, which featured an ensemble cast. Collins made numerous guest appearances on various television shows and also starred in several television commercials. His television credits include roles in The Phil Silvers Show, Gunsmoke, Bonanza, Mission Impossible, The Addams Family, My Favorite Martian, Bewitched, I Dream of Jeannie, and The Lucy Show. He passed away on January 31, 2005, in Los Angeles, California, at the age of 86. Alan Melvin as Sam Franklin. Sam Franklin is Alice's romantic partner. He owns a local butcher shop in the neighborhood. Sam makes appearances in just 8 episodes throughout all 5 seasons of the show. Despite his limited screen time, his character is frequently discussed in conversations, and Alice is occasionally depicted going out on dates with him off-camera. By the time of the 1981 television movie The Brady Girls Get Married, Alice and Sam have tied the knot. During this era, apart from his role on The Phil Silvers Show, Melvin was often cast in supporting roles characterized by their boisterous and amicable nature. He also demonstrated versatility in portraying tough guy characters. In one episode of The Phil Silvers Show, Melvin showcased his acting range with a notable impersonation of Humphrey Bogart. Melvin's career was marked by numerous appearances in television commercials, promoting a variety of products such as Kellogg's Sugar Frosted Flakes and Remington electric razors. In a memorable Liquid Plumer drain opener commercial, he even sang a modified version of Frank Loesser's song, I Believe in You. Additionally, he gained recognition for his portrayal of Al the Plumber in Liquid Plumer advertisement spanning 15 years. In the early 1980s, Melvin secured a regular role in Archie Bunker's Place, reprising the character of Barney Hefner in a more prominent capacity. Following the conclusion of the series in 1983, Melvin transitioned to voice acting for animated cartoons. His voiceover career continued until 1994, with his final role being in Scooby-Doo in Arabian Nights, where he voiced Magilla Gorilla. Alan Melvin passed away from cancer on January 17, 2008, at the age of 84, and was laid to rest at Westwood Memorial Cemetery in Los Angeles. Robbie Rist as Oliver. Cousin Oliver, introduced midway through Season 5, creators brought in a fresh character named Oliver, the youthful nephew of Carol Brady, who comes to reside with the Bradys while his parents are away in South America. The addition of this character aimed to bridge the age gap left by the older Brady siblings, the youngest, Susan Olsen, being 12 years old during the program's final season. Following the Brady Bunch, he took on roles such as Glendon Farrell in Lucas Tanner featuring David Hartman, Little John in the Saturday morning show Big John, Little John, Tommy in the inaugural episode of the short-lived CBS drama Bronx, and Martin in the brief Sanford and Son spin-off Grady. Between 1975-77, Rist portrayed David, the son of Ted Baxter, Ted Knight, on The Mary Tyler Moore Show. Rist, Alongside Don Frankel's power pop ensemble Sundial Symphony, recorded renditions of two of Paul Levinson's tracks, Mary Goes Round and Looking for Sunsets in the Early Morning, which were published by Big Stir Records in 2019. In October 2016 and April 2019, Rist made appearances promoting the Brady Bunch television series on the MeTV television network. Maureen McCormick as Marcia Brady. Marcia. The oldest among the trio of Brady sisters brings some of the most captivating storylines. She possesses remarkable intelligence, beauty, and self-assurance. Maureen McCormick, who portrayed Marcia, commenced her acting journey as a young performer at the tender age of 6. Born Maureen Denise McCormick on August 5, 1956 in Los Angeles, she early on exhibited a passion for entertaining others, often engaging in spontaneous singing, dancing, and puppetry performances for neighbors. Her career aspirations took root when she clinched the Baby Miss San Fernando Valley beauty pageant title at age 6, followed by her television debut in 1964, appearing in Barbie and Chatty Cathy commercials for Mattel. In 1970, she later lent her voice to a revamped Chatty Cathy doll. Subsequently, she landed a guest spot on Bewitched, portraying a youthful Endora. Furthermore, in 2019, she undertook the role of host for the television series Macy's Thanksgiving Cake Spectacular, Cakes on Parade. In 2023, she made an appearance on an episode of the Fantasy Island revival. McCormick, now 67 years old, has been wedded to Michael Cummings since 1985, and together they have one child. Their laughter, their talent, and their warmth will forever be a cherished part of television history. Join us again as we continue to celebrate the magic of the Brady Bunch. Until next time, stay tuned for more updates and insights. And remember, in the words of the Brady family, it's a sunshine day. Goodbye for now.